What's good, guys? Charles from Team COG. So yesterday on the duel video, I asked if it got to 100 likes, I would upload the Crusadia VFD deck profile, and you guys got it over 100 likes. I'm not like crazy about likes. I'm not like not trying to point the finger or anything, but I'm not like the Cali effect who always asks, like, give me 300 or so many likes and I'll get this to you. I'm not like that, man. Like I fall back on that old saying that I think that stems from the Bible. If there's one person out, it's like this. It says that if there's one person out there who wants to see it, then I'll show it. Except for that's like not what the Bible says. You twist it, but we're not a Bible channel. We're a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump into this Crusadia VFD profile. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for getting it here. And it's thanks to you guys that it's getting out pretty much the next day from the duel video. So we're going to jump into the video and kind of go through it. I'm going to show you a 3-card combo at the end so that we can hopefully, kind of show you the power of the deck. But we're going to show you, I really like this variant. It played very well in the locals, but like, I don't know. I still feel like I like the Gamma Seal package better, but at the same time, I feel like both engines in the deck like brick the same way. So it's like, you give up, the only thing you lose with the VFD engine is you use a lot of extra deck space and extra deck monsters because it's so tight. Whereas in the Gamma Seal Waterfront package, you get to keep like certain card, like your level 7 synchros and like your certain powerful negations that you can still go into and extend into. But let's jump into the profile. So 3, Vast Guy, he's my favorite. Always, every profile I make, I'll let you guys know he's my favorite. He's faithful too. He's always in my hand. Sometimes when I don't need him, but he's always there. He's very detriment to this because we still play the quick launch package, and that is used to get to IB, which gets us to World Legacy Monstrosity. 3 Draco, not too much can be said. 3 Arborea. 3... Now, Arborea has a little bit, before I go on, Arborea has a little bit less meaning here now because, like, since the extra space is so tight, we had to cut our level 7 synchro. So now the only reason you're searching her is to dump to the graveyard to protect your Equalmax when you can establish him on top of your VFD and Hot Red. So it's sad, but like some things had to be cut for the VFD, which I think that's the reason why I'm going to go back to the Sea Turtle package, because I just enjoyed the extra deck so much. But anyway, 3 Leonis, 3 Reclusia. If you guys will notice, Reclusia is really important. He's your out to certain floodgates because Magius, the Link 1, is a spellcaster. So it allows us to go into, get around rivalry and stuff like that. So you play 3 of everything because you're the Guard Dragon variant, so you need to play 3 of everything in hopes to see the 2 Crusadias equal to full combo, so you need to see 2 Crusadias. Moving on to the Chaos Dragon, nothing's really changed. 3 Collapse, 1 Wyvern Buster. I really enjoy this ratio. I wish we could play more because these guys are just so good. If I open Maximus, or it doesn't even matter if I open Maximus, but just because I'm my favorite, if I open these 3 right here, I know for sure that my combos are, I'm gonna be able to play through like 3 hand traps. It's really nice. But moving on from the dragon side, we got the 1 Rise Darkness Metal. He's so good. You need him. You need him for the combo. I think the deck, if this card ever gets hit, that we can still play around with this deck. It'd be so cool if this guy was a level 9, but he's a level 12. So yeah, 1 Rocket Synchron because you need it for the level 1 tuner and quick launch. It's also a really good extender. It's a really good, like, sometimes like if you don't open 2 Crusadias and you open this and a Crusadia, it's still a combo. So I mean, it's still good. Now on to the level 9 part of the deck. We have 1 Nightmare Incarnation Ibly. So she's really good because she's a hand trap, but also, yeah, she's level 9. So a lot of people out there were wondering why I played the 3 that I showed you on the video. Well, I do play the Thunder King. He's in here. He's not a World Legacy theme, so I didn't include him. So in the thumbnail that you're going to see on the picture, on the thumbnail on the video today, and the picture I uploaded yesterday to the community. But she's really good. She has a niche quick effect that says you can special summon her from the hand if the link ratings are 8 or higher. So she's really good. It's she's a dark and fairy, so you can't summon her off of Hot Red, and you also can't summon World Legacy Melodark, the Guard Dragon Melodark. So these 2, you can summon these guys off of Monstrosity out, like Incarnation, or Monstrosity out another one of your things. You can get these guys out by Monstrosity out the Kaiju, the Crawler, him, like, you just can't get these out because it conflicts with Monstrosity because with the Hot Red, like if you use Hot Red as your target, it's a dark and a dragon, so pretty much covers both bases. This card's really unique in the sense that it's a World Legacy card. So like you can search it off a Crawler, and then you can summon it off a Monstrosity if you need to his own Equal Max points to. And then Equal Max is still loaded with a Negate and has 2600 attack boost. So it's really interesting. One Zeus Crawler, it's just Monstrosity target, and one Thunder King. So these two right here is what you can, if you use your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend as a Monstrosity target, these are the two that you can summon with it because they are different types and different attributes. So sometimes it's really good. Like you need your 2 Saryujas in here because sometimes you won't be able to get to Monstrosity. So as long as in your drawing, you're drawing 8 cards with Saryuja, as long as you draw 1 level 9 or a Monstrosity. But in the case if you draw 1 level 9, you got to use your Saryuja special summons. Essentially, are used for the summoning these guys, so that you can hopefully every turn you summon one of these guys from the hand with Saryuja. So you use Saryuja's first Saryuja's effect to summon this, then you use a second Saryuja's effect to say summon this, and then you overlay and you have VFD. VFD strong. It's really strong actually. But so this is my level 9 targets. They're really good. You have to play the different ones. I didn't want to risk opening one or drawing into one, and yes, you can put them back off of Saryuja, so that argument's very valid, but it's just sometimes your Saryuja is going to get stopped, so you want to have the ability to continue with your level 9 plays even if your Skuldra gets stopped instead of having pretty much a brick. They're all bricks in the hand. None of these guys can summon themselves. The one that's not a brick, I'd say, would be the Thunder King here because you can kaiju over your opponent. But even then, you're still giving them a 300 monster to whack you with. So I wanted to have the versatility, the different lineups. So like no matter what, I'd be able to resolve Monstrosity. So that's it for level 9s. 3 Ash. I think Ash should be played in every deck, even though this is a combo deck. I think you should play the 3 Ash because you need to play 3 Ash. It just universal hand trap. Now on to the World Legacy cards. We got 2 World Legacy Monstrosity. So what this card says, for all you that are new to it, is you can either activate one of these effects per turn, and you can only activate this card's effects once that turn is special summon a level 9 monster from your hand. The second effect is target a level 9 monster, special summon 2 monsters with a different type and different attribute from your deck, but destroy them during the end phase. So this is essentially just like instant VFD, so it's really cool. It's World Legacy, so it's searchable off of Crawler, it's searchable off of Ib, so it's really good. And then we have I'm still playing the one Guard Dragon because we still are the Crusadia Guard Dragon. So Guard Dragon just has such cool interaction with Draco, and now we have the Rocket too, so we have interactions with the Rocket Synchron. And then we also have World Legacy Succession. Before I continue on, let's see here. There's a card I wanted to talk about. And it's one World Chalice Guard Dragon. I'm thinking about testing this guy in. I really like him. I might throw him in. I don't think he will fit in here because you play so many one of bricks, but in like a pure variant, or I mean pure, yeah, maybe not pure, but in more back to the waterfront variant of Guard Dragons, is he's really good. He allows you to, he's a hand trap that you can pitch to protect yourself. He's a dragon that you can draw in off of the first Skuldra to special summon. He floats out from the deck via Ibly if you don't open him. And I just think he has more use than the Chalice, where if you open the Chalice, it's a brick. If you open this, it's a form of protection for your Link monster. So just thought I'd throw it out there for all you guys out there who are looking. I've been testing him in the Guard Dragon variant, or in the Waterfront variant, so worth a shot if you guys want to test him out. So Succession, all these are searchable off of Ib and Crawler, and yeah, not much to say. That's all the World Legacy cards. I really like playing a lot of World Legacy cards. I'm not gonna lie. I really like playing this deck because of all the World Legacy archetypes that are kind of in it. It's just it's just kind of cool. I don't think it's worth the brick sometimes, but sometimes it is. 1 Monster Reborn. It's form of Revival. 3 Call Bys. We're a heavy combo deck, guys. Like, we got to resolve our combos if we're going to win. And now Call by the Grave allows us to answer that. Now, I know that some people have asked about Crusadia Testament and why we don't play Crusadia Testament. So if you guys know what this card does, it says that your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Crusadia's monster's effects. So that is extremely good. However, some of the most powerful hand traps at the moment and most prevalent include Effect Veiler and Impermanence. And this has nothing to do with effective impermanence. It can stop Ash Blossom, it can stop Ogre, but all those other hand traps out there can just smack this deck. And since Valor and Impermanence are accessible to almost everyone, Testament is not so good in this variant. That's why Crusadia Power would be the best option, because Power answers all of it. It doesn't care what you're playing. It answers Effect Valor, Permanence, etc. And it stops them for the rest of that turn. And it kind of like, even if they chain like another Effect Valor on top of the first one, it's still going to get negated because Power's effect resolves, making it immune to whatever previously had effects to it. So that's why I think Power is better than this in anything but the pure variant. In the pure variant, I say rock 2 of these things because it's busted. You search it, you draw. You search it, you win. It's busted. So 3 quick launch. Quick launch is really good. It allows you to get the level 1 tuner from the deck. It allows you to make your Ib. I do believe since you guys have been highly requesting, I've been working on a pure profile. I decided to kind of push forward it with it myself. I was waiting on one of my friends. We've been working together to get one to you, but I think I'll push for it with myself because of plans. I still think you should play this in the pure variant too, because it just gives you access to Ib, and it's an extender that allows you to trigger your Magus if needed. It's really good. 2 imperms. I tested without the imperms and put in the powers, and I still like the imperms because it's still such a solid card. In this variant, maybe, I guess it leans like you don't have to play these. You could play the powers if you wanted to, the Crusadia powers, because the only reason like these are pretty, really extremely good in the waterfront variants because it fuels the waterfront counters or like themselves. So I mean, I would say put it in 2 Crusadia powers in the VFD variant if you're going to play it in the future. And last but not least, 1 Crusadia Crawler. It's just so good. I mean, it floats to my hand constantly because that's just how one-ups do me. But I mean, it is so good. Like I said, I still remember when people said this card was bad. This card is so good to set up your equal max negation and getting a search. It's really good. Going on to the extra deck, we have the same old lineup with the Crusadias never change. 2 Magus, 1 Spatha, 1 equal max. This is the same lineup that I've played since I've been playing Guard Dragons, so it lines up. We still play the same Guard Dragon variant, the same Guard Dragon engine, excuse me. Not much to be said. Nothing really changes. Burst Dragon, as you guys saw in the video when my Skull Dread got Ghost Reaper, Tripper Burst is such a good card. It's needed in the extra deck. You just need it. You have to have it. And then 2 Skull Dread, because especially in this variant, we can't get away with playing 1. You gotta hope to draw into the monstrosity, hope to draw into the extender to make Ib to get to the monstrosity, or hope to draw into the level 9 so that you can spec shit or summon it off of the second Skull Dread in hopes that you've already summoned 1 off of the first Skull Dread. So you gotta play the 2 Skull Dreads. So this is where the lineup kind of changes. We're playing 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So what you normally do is any 2 Crusadia cards equal N monstrosity, which is a combo, equal VFD and Hot Red. So like essentially you just Hot Red monstrosity this, and this will grab you the Thunder King and the Crawler, and then you have your instant VFD. So he's really good. I'm not a fan of him. I've never really been one because Equimax does what he does but better. So yeah. And then we're playing 1 Ib. Ib's here to search out the monstrosity and the World Legacy cards if we need it. We have the ability to link or synchro summon Ib sometimes, not as much as we used to in the previous variant, into Borreload Savage. Your ending board, like the best ending board I've been able to end with, has been Hot Red, Boral Savage, and a VFD. So, and last but not least, the reason that we made this deck profile, True King of all Calamities. I keep calling him VFD, and because that's his OCG name, but yeah. So that's the profile, guys. I'm gonna quickly jump into this a quick combo tutorial. So all you need is this. You need any 2 Crusadias. I'm just adding, well, yeah, I don't need Draco per se, because I need, there we go, Arborea. You need any 2 Crusadias and Monstrosity. And I know it's kind of like, well, it's kind of hard to open Monstrosity, but the times will come. This is like for sure the combo, because, you know, I don't like really doing combos with Guard Dragons because it all varies what you open and draw off of Saryuja. So anyway, I'll jump into it real quick so I get this video hopefully out under 20 minutes. You normal the Arborea, link it away for the Magus. You special summon your other Crusadia to the zone. Whoop, no one can see. There we go. To the zone Magus points to. Magus will grab you Draco. You link up into your Spatha. Summon here. Effect, add back the first Crusadia normal summoned. Link. Like I said, it's the same Crusadia Guard Dragon combo. Spatha's effect to move the LP. And then you're going to use LP's effect to summon from the deck. Red Eyes. Red Eyes will then summon out Draco. You link 4 for Skull Dread. And then this, well, see, this is where it kind of depends what you draw. I guess I needed to throw in an extra random card. So since the deck shuffled, let's just assume, guys, I know this is kind of bad. I hate playing the assumption game, but you draw your 4 cards and you draw into. So I guess in reality it's a 4-card combo. Now looking back at it. But like it all depends on what you draw for Sarah. So assuming you draw a dragon, which can be Draco, the Clap Serpents, the Quick Launch, anything like that. You draw into a dragon. That's all you need to do is draw into a dragon if you didn't open it. And then you just do your other guard dragon plays. We're not even going to worry about adding off of this guy. Banish this to summon him. Link off. Like I said, we're just not even going to worry about adding off his effect, which you should if you're playing a live duel. Remember the effect. His effect will bring back Pixies, will summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and Metal will bring back Draco. You then go here into Augur Pain. Augur Pain's effect to summon the Hot Red. You then have to link these 2 away into this guy. And then it's kind of simple. Monstrosity, targeting Hot Red. You're going to summon out from your deck Thunder King and the Zeus Crawler. And then you just overlay. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's the quick combo. That's so it's essentially a 3-card combo, but you just have to draw into a Dragon Extender or already have one in hand. But yeah, there you go. That's the ending board right there for this quick combo tutorial. Thank you guys so much for pushing the likes to get this video up. So this is Charles from Team COG signing out. Thank you guys for everything.